we have got a very good time and the day, sunshine, and just raining. We have a rainbow here today in Shanghai. That's right, we are in our factory today. And today I will show you around in our factory. And here in this space, you can see it's our assembly machine for the vacuum blood tube production line. You ready? Let me show you more how we do the vacuum blood tube production line. Okay? First, we have our designing department for the machinery running according to different customers' requests. Some customers, they just want dosing, and some ones, they prefer the whole complete line. And some ones, they prefer to do the RNA and also PRP tubes. Or we can do it, we can help. Okay? As you can see here in this area, we have our assembly lines from physical frameworks and also the basket PLC controls. It's kind of the brain of the machine, how to control its running and how to realize the detection and the quality controls. Okay, here this line you can see in front of you, this line is a finished line and also ready for testing, ready for FAT. Today I will show you more here. As you can see, this is a standard line. We are customized for some customers from domestic. And first, you can see with this line here is our labeling machine. Labeling online. So the empty tubes will be holder in this position. And with the plain tubes, after injections, the plain tubes will filled in this holder. It will transferred here in this way. And then label conveying, okay, with this mechanisms. Also, we have the detections here, checking the label performance and the information on the labels, and also the batch numbers, the batch codings performance with this camera, okay? And also, qualified products will be rejected as well, will be rejected at a very high speed. This whole line can reach to a speed like 25,000 pieces per hour. Okay, well, we have got the finished qualified tubes with label. It will convey to next station. It will be conveyed to this station, this holder again, and to be ready on the machine for further assembly. With this line, first we are feeding the tubes in each bags. 100 pieces as each unit, and then we can give more customized functions stations like dust removal. We have to remove the dust and remove the static ions inside of the tube because the environment, we are not sure in each tube, in each production manufacturing. Not all the customers, they have the qualified environment, but we can do that for you. And otherwise, the quality of the tube will not assure. At the same time, also, we will equip with you with a laminar flow hold above the production area. So with this machine, after one, we will equip with you about the laminar flow. We call it LEF. LEF can assure class A area inside of these productions. So double insurance. Okay? After dust removal, it will be the whole mechanisms, the entire zone will be chemical dosings. Chemical dosings for blood tube, we give 3 cans of dosings. 3 cans of dosings, that means 3 cans of controls and accuracies. We cared about each high quality and accuracy controls in each tube. There are different colors of a vacuum blood tube. That means different chemicals inside. So we have anticoagulant, we have sodium citrate, we have the coagulant. Different chemicals will be filled or sprayed in different zones. Also, we have a sampling stations according to the customized request, because during some manufacturing, the tube will do the online detections to take it out. And at this time, we will not influence the normal productions, just take some samples out of the stations. Also, when you change to the different chemicals, we also have ultrasonic washing stations for you, have a thoroughly cleaning of the dosing stations. So, all the configurations and the designs, it will be fully considered about your request and your concerns. You can come to us, we can discuss, and then we will give you the qualified and reliable production lines. Okay, after dosing chemical filling here, we have another station here. You can say it's drying station. Drying station is designed according to the tube, with the blood clot inside. Because blood clot inside, we have to dissolve it with some reagents like alcohol, and with some reagents with some organic reagents. We have to remove it. We have to remove it before final use in the hospital. So to remove the moistures inside of the BCA tubes, like orange color, like red color, like yellow color, we have to dry it. How to dry it? We have a drying station here. Drying stations we equipped with 4 PTC drying control heights. Each one we have 100 pieces. 100 pieces. So according to the tube itself, the material is PET. It's kind of a plastic, which cannot stand a high temperature. So we give 3 times drying, and the 4 times the 4th time will be chilling down to remove the moisture in the final phase. After that, it will come to the capping station. The capping stations will precise the ready-to-use caps on the tube. Put it on the tube. The tube will finish the chemicals dosing and put it on the tube. You can say for vacuum blood tube, the caps will combine with plastic caps and the rubbers together, and we pull it into our holders here to make folding, sorting, arranging, and make them all in same directions, conveyor into the station for capping on the tube. Capping on the tube, each tube with cap will be detected, and also we have alarming. If there is lack of caps, we will alarming and give you the further controls to make sure the whole line is running smoothly. Okay. After capping here, the tube is just covered with cap. Next station is vacuuming tube. Vacuuming tube, you can say, with this station, we have a 200 pieces tube can be processed, vacuumed. at the same time. With this chamber, we are vacuuming and also pressing the cap on the tube. Pressing and vacuuming at the same time. Okay. So after vacuuming, we got the finished products of the finished plastic tubes. Everything's ready, and then it will be transferred into the foam trays. Here is the foam tray holder. Okay, and transfer into the foam trays, and it's ready to be packaged, shrink packaged. Okay, this is the line. Let me show you more. So with the whole lines running, we can conveyor in that way, and then the empty rank will be ready for next round running. Okay, and also with the ranks, you can say on our line we have a springs. The springs here, you can say in the rank, it can assure the tap vacuuming, and we can make sure the vacuuming accuracy in our controls. So that means in different high sea levels, in different places, plant located, we all can make sure the high accuracy of vacuuming. Vacuuming means a vacuum blood tube that equals to the final amount of the blood you can get in the final using. So this is a key quality parameter here and control here. Okay. With the whole line's configurations, we all use the international brands for controls, and also HMI, human machine interface. This brand, you can say it's a very famous one, Siemens. Also, PLC, we use Mitsubishi, and also the controller and the driving, servo driving, it's the Schneider, and also ABBs. All we use are international brands. Those things we use the German pumps to the specific accuracy, smaller fillings control accuracy, because for the blood tube, the filling nozzle filling amount, each one is very minor one, very minor one, like 25 milliliter, microliter. So we have to give a high controls accuracy pumps in these stations to make sure a high quality of the tubes, final ones. Okay. Once we have got the finished tube and transfer it into the foam tray, what's for next? Here is our space and the workshop for the final machines, testings before packaging, before delivery to our customers. And besides the main production lines, we have our other single machines here. For example, here, this line with 2 tanks, you can say, it's the separation gel filling machine. Before filling, this is our latest generation of gel filling. Why we need 2 tanks with 2 layers and the jackets? Why we have to equip so high, configuration, standard, reliable tanks for such medical products? Because the gel, inside of the gel, the raw gels, there may be bubbles. We cannot allow such bubble to be filled in final tubes. So before that, we have to remove it to exhaust it with these 2 tanks here. the raw gels will be fitting into the tank, and we have a stirrers, mechanical stirrers. Also vacuuming to remove the bubble. So stirring and vacuuming to remove the bubbles inside of the gel. At the same time, the bubbles will be exhausted efficiently, and then it will be conveyed, fitted into the next station for filling. With these two tanks, we can reach to a higher efficiency and capacity of the final gel tubes. Before this, the gel tubes final production capacity can reach just to a few thousands, like 6,000 pieces per hour, and still need one more night to standing still to remove the bubble by the gravity. But in this way, we can boost the higher production output without any delay, without any waiting there. We can make it more efficiently, so save the time for our customers and make more profits. Okay, and the next machine here, you can say, this machine, we have 4 holders, 2 holders to holding the plastic caps, and 2 holders, we have the rubber stoppers. Rubber stopper, it will be used, mainly used for the thickness of the vacuum blood tube to make sure inside of the vacuum inside. So this machine, what it to be used, right? You are right. It will be combined. It will be used for combine the rubber and the cap together. So we can use this machine to get the final finished assembled caps ready for the online productions. And next, here, this machine, you can say, for mostly productions packaging, you will see the shrink package. For our vacuum blood tube, also we will use the shrink package. When we have got the final products, which conveyed from the machine on the foam trays, we have a whole tray here. It will convey into this position, and with the belt conveyor filling in, the whole rank will be wrapped with the films automatically. And also cutting and welding, sealing it, make it a finished package, and then convey into the tunnel here with the heating and the shrinking. Final one will have got the finished shrinked, heat shrinked package. This is the final one package. And here is another labeling. This labeling machine, this label here will be used will be attached on the whole trays. So we can reach to fully automatic whole line running. This is the label we attach on the top of the whole trays. Instead of manworks, to save the cost of a label every day. Yeah, we can ship a complete whole line automatically production for you. And what else? Some customers also required online lab inspection for such kind of vacuum blood tube productions. Also, we have customized for that. Okay, and for next, I think this machine, you can say, You cannot ignore it because it's a film movie star now in our company. This is the latest generation of the mini type. This mini type of the blood tube production line, you can say it's very small and tiny, and also very well integrated. Whole lines functioning stations in this compacted machine. We can reach the whole lines running. With this machine, we can reach to a speed like 10,000 pieces per hour. 10,000 pieces per hour for some areas like Algeria, like small populations markets like Algeria and the Middle East and also African countries. It's very good. It's very good for such customers. They have a not big market, but the request of the local market is still very high. They no need to import the finished products. They can make their own productions and start with a very high, cost-saving machine. It's a small machine, save your space. No need too much space for workshop, just a small area. You can run this business very good. Okay. And with this new machine, we will help you to move into the medical productions field. Okay. Also, we have more machines like this tall one. This one you can say is very high. Some customers, they have their own injection for the finished tubes and caps. So they prefer to have a machine can sorting and can well organizing the tubes from injection machine to the final assembling online. This big guy can reach to that. With this machine running, we can sort in the tubes very well and before the online assembling. Okay. Each production lines we will customize each time. Designing first, and then assembling according to the final request. And also all of our tools, spare parts, well organized. Also our environment of the production also very clean. With this higher cleaned, organized environment, we can reach to a higher efficiency manufacturing of such intelligent production lines, and to make sure accuracy and higher qualified final products of our production lines. Okay. Whole lines will be fully strictly controlled one by one, and carefully, each screw by each screw. We make it carefully, and we organize our tools in specific different tools here, and measuring in a very high accuracy tools to make sure each step is more efficient, more qualified, more accuracy. Okay. Here is the zone that we install and to be ready for each machine controls. This is the brain of the machine, of the production line. With these modes, we can have a better control on the machine's actions and runnings to reach to a more stable running and the final come out, the final output. So the whole capacity of the whole lines running here, what we are mentioned is the stable running. It's not for design or not for something it happened. It's running. We are calculated as a stable running. So we promise that. Okay. Also, you can say with this line in front of you, this is a fully automatic intelligent type. Intelligent type means the whole line production will be fully automatic. Each station will be CCD detection and the rejection and the whole line controlling the production qualities. So with this whole line intelligent tab, we don't need too many labels in the workshop. Just a few of them can run in this machine. Also, do not worry about the delay maintenance about our machine, because we have an easier handling on the delay maintenance. We will teach you how to do the maintenance. It's easy, and it's easy to do running and maintenance. Okay. With this whole line, so the all functions which was designed for offline or online in this line. Whole line running with fully automatic. This line we can reach to a stable running like 20,000 pieces per hour. Okay, and let's go forward. And last week we just finished our FAT, factory acceptance testing in our machine. What's the machine? This whole line will be used for the production of nozzle spray. Nozzle spray is a kind of pharmaceutical with injection water, mixing the solutions inside and spraying in the nose part. Also, with this whole line, also we can do the sprout spray pharmaceutical products. It will start from the washing machine. It will start from the washing machine with empty tube, with empty bottles filled in. It will be washed here automatically with 3 times water washing and 3 times air washing. We can assure a cleanness both inside and outside of the tube, of the cap, of the bottle. And the final, it comes out from this way and conveyed into next station. Next station, this one, we call it the tube acceleration tunnel, and also deparaging to remove paragens inside of the tube of the bottle. Okay. After the tunnels, the bottles will be well sterilized, and then conveyed into next station. So, before the final bottle coming to next station, between this space, there is a wall, generally, partition here. In front, the washing machine tunnels, it will be placed in the Class A. As for our nozzle spray, this time it's kind of aseptic production. So after the tunnel from here to the final production output, it will be placed in the Class B. Class B, at the same time, also we have a laminar holder laminar flow holder above the whole production zones. So the well sterilized the bottles conveyor into the next station for filling. We have so many filling nozzles here. Actually, it's customized. You can say we have 3/8. What is the 3/8? First 8 nozzles is for the air washing, nitrogen, clean compressed air, and the next second 8 nozzles is for filling the chemicals. And the final 8 nozzles, it will be used for air, for clean compressed air, or for the nitrogen again. Okay. After that, it's capping. With the whole operation zones, you can say, will covered with laminar flows to make sure each station, class A inside of the machine, even their buffer area for the caps fitting here. Okay, let me put more samples to show you. This is a scrap, and well filled with the solutions. It will convert into this station for capping. But this time, what's the difference? What's unique? Why it's so different? This time, this cap is just a one step for capping in. So we cannot press here. We only can press here. Because when we press here, the first spray will be released. Cannot make sure aseptic production. This is the whole line's request. Most important thing this time, we are pressing here from this step to make sure the first dosing, the first spray will not release for such aseptic production. Okay. And with the clouds working and capping here, it will be ready. And then we have got the finished products like this one. Okay. And the next, you can say, let me show you. Okay. First pump, second pump, third, fourth. Oh, fourth is coming out. So we do not release the pumps at the beginning to make sure aseptic products, right? And you can see the spray. Everything looks good. So wonderful, perfect. Okay, when we have got the finished products here, what's for next? The next will come here. The labeling machine here, we will fade the bottles into this position, and it will convert like a turntable here. And the turntable, it will filling in like this direction, and convert and then to this station for further labeling. And also we have a CCD detection here. Once the labels are not labeled very well, and also some printing happened, is some wrong information or some lack and qualified performance, we will give a rejection here. And the whole lines running, we can assure high speed running like 20,000 pieces, 20,000 pieces. Okay. So once the bottles come this way, it means it's qualified, and then it will convert into this station. To this station, the bottle will falling down. From here, with this mechanism, the bottle will falling down like this way, and it will convert into the stations for cartooning. This machine we use for cartooning. What's this one? This is lift light. So this first mechanism is lift light folding. And next is the cartooning. The carton box. The carton box will be folded like this one, and also folded like this one, and all the processes will be finished by automatic way, and then the bottle will be pulling into. At the same time, the lift light will be filled into the carton. Okay, and the next stations to seal it, make the finished package. Okay, finished package. And what's next? So before we're making such beautiful products and get the finished products, what we have done for this project, what we can do. We can do the design from A to Z. We can do the design, we can do the manufacturing from A to Z. So what is included inside of the A to Z for such liquid dosing and injection? We will start doing treatment the water. The water will be the key parts of such products. Okay, and we can start from the water treatment. Here you can say this tank, this smaller tank here is the start of our whole entire production. Start from the raw water tank here. Raw water tank with the raw water filling in. Raw water tank means the raw water from customer side. So before we doing such designing for the water treatment, we prefer to have your raw water report and to do the further design to make qualified purified water and water for injection. So raw water at the start, and then the water will transfer into different stations for further processing, like multimedia stations, and also the softener to remove the hardness inside the water, and then carbon filter. So after carbon filter, what we can do? After carbon filters, generally it will be filled into the RO membranes for final purified water productions. So we do the further processing on the water. After carbon filters, we have the water will be filled into the first RO membranes. And then the finished water after the first RO membrane is a big guy. It's a huge tank over there. You can say, why we have such middle tank between this scale? Because it's accordingly the customer raw water's quality. The water is not good. So generally, if we want to do the further design of the whole water treatment, we need your water report. And the raw water, better it can be drinkable water. Otherwise, we may have more processings we may have more water processing. According to this customer's request, we give a big tank for middle buffering, and at the same time, this water in the middle tank, it still can be drinkable. So the water after the big tank, the middle tank, it will be filled into the next RO to make the further purified water. And after purified water, we have the distiller here. The distiller machine, we will use purified water in, and the industrial steam in to get the distilled water. Distilled water will be chilling. The purified steam will be chilled to get the final water for injection. So how do we know the final purified water and the final water for injection is qualified? We have different gauge instruments to do testings online, conductivity, temperature, and the whole lines we can design to make sure recycling all the time and running all the time according to the GMP standards and the US FDA. With the polishment and the contact parts, the material, and also the pressure gauge, small meter gauge, and also conductivity detections online to make such productions for water treatment more qualified, and all the data can be logging in your system. Okay, for next, when we get the finished water for injection, what's for next? How we do the solutions. This is the scale for the solution preparations. This scale of solution preparation will not be the standard one. It's fully customized. Why? Because each time the drugs, how to make the preparations, these processes, production processes will be fully customized. We have to do several rounds discussions with our customers until we can get the whole lines controlling from the first small tank to the second to the third buffer tank and then to the filling station. Okay? You can have a closer view of our work on the welding, on the designing, and on the final control. So from A to Z, that means from water treatment, solution preparations, and also the final filling, capping, labeling, and cartoning. What else we can do for you? From A to Z, still including the sterilizations, still including the clean room design, partitions, HVAC systems, all we can do for you. So, any question, you can come to us. We will help you from A to Z, from the idea and to realize it. Also, we can give you a wholly strong support for engineering. We can organize our team to finish your projects in a very efficient way, and then hand over the whole technical skills supporting for each machine, how to running, how to maintenance, and then help you to do the test running until you can handle the whole lines running by your own team. Okay? So come to us, welcome you, contact us. Any further question, we are open, we are ready for you, waiting here. That's all for me today, and thank you for your time. We are waiting for you here in Shanghai. Okay, see you next time. Thank you so much. See you next time.